Hi, old gatekeeper here. Got Mr. Woody's real Palomar TX-150. This is what real Palomars look like, y'all. The real original Palomars. The shadows covering it, but anyway, basically, you got the same claims that the guy just got done with before yours has. Pretty much low power. These are old amps, man. There's a couple of things in here I see already that I'm going to do, but you said that you're getting 60-ish on high, 30-ish on low. I'm not even getting that. Let's see, I'm on peak right now, 250 watt slug. I'm on 13.8 on the voltage over there. So 250 watt slug. So we're looking at the top scale. Top scale is 50, the 5 is 50, 10's 100, so on. Oh, so I'm barely getting 25 watts peak. Let me make sure that is on high. Yeah, that's on high. If we drop down to low. Oh, so that's pretty crazy. On low, it's doing a tad bit more. Let's go back to high. Oh, that's not much of a difference. Which that's kind of weird. But anyway, I've got a few things I suspect right offhand with this amp being this old. I'm definitely going to take a look at the output tuning cap. I'm kind of weary too about this capacitor right here for the output transformer. It's very low value. This is a unique little put together amp. Of course, these are 2072s. You're not going to see as much output as you would with some 455s, which are supposed to be the same output and everything, but or some 1446s or something like that. But I mean, I should be able to get this amp to do 150 to 200 watts. So I'll figure it out, bud, and I'll be back.
And your whole reality is different, and you could potentially have people who can.
All right, big brother, got you all set up, fixed, and ready to go. Let me press pause on this.
You could make a different
oh, cosmic
choice.
disclosure.
Dreams are like deja vu, and they're warning you of the future. You can make a different choice.
Yeah, I know old gatekeeper's into that crazy stuff. I love anything with a mystery to it. Anyway, yeah, if I didn't have something to listen to out here while I was working, I'd drive myself nuts. So anyway, bud, got you set up, man. There was a tuning issue is what the issue was, along with I just went ahead and did a power modification also. I just felt the need that there was a need for it the way they had it laid out. Give me 1 second. I meant to put a strap right there so that bead won't be moving. 1 second. Alright, that's better. I just didn't want that bead to be moving on you while the amplifier was being shipped or anything. So anyway, I had to retune the input and the output. I didn't really have to retune the input. Sometimes while I'm working on tuning, I'll just go ahead and double check things. The input, I actually took away about 10 picofarad of capacitance. On the output, I took away 2. There was a 200 picofarad capacitor on the output, which is quite high for this circuit. I don't really know why they went so high on that, but I had to bring that down to about 174 picofarad, right there on the dead nuts on 174, and it brought this thing to life. The 200 picofarad cap was devalued. Well, for one thing, I don't know if it was damaged or what. Just removing it, the leg fell off. So I don't even know if the thing was even connected, to be honest with you. I just went to remove it. Excuse me, sorry about that. I went to remove it, and literally the leg just came right off. So it was either damaged or devalued. I'm guessing probably damaged, but there's still a little bit of leg left on there. When I checked it, it was sitting right there about 185. So I barely could even touch it. So I don't know, man. A lot of times these caps, the legs will literally just pull out of the cap, but you don't see that a whole lot on the silver dip micas the way they're made. This one literally was just broke right there at the where the lead goes into the cap. And you know, I was able to just take my X-Acto knife and scrape away a little bit of the coating just so I could check the cap for reference. And it was, you know, like I said, reading 180, 182 or so picofarad. And yeah, that's not a big drop from 182 down to 174 at all when I retuned it. But that's why I'm probably guessing that it wasn't making contact, man. Because the way the amp had fell on its butt, literally had fell on its butt. So anyway, man, this is what we're getting now. We're getting 200 watt. Oh, let me, like I said, I did a upgrade to the power distribution. There was absolutely zero, none. There was no inductance on the power wire to help keep the RF ripple from heading back down your power wire to your source or whatever. So what I went ahead and done is let's see if I can zoom down here and just show you. What I did is I just split the power bus in half right there going to the transformer. This is how you have to do it on some of these amps. And went ahead and put you a choke right here going from the major hot bus right here, the primary hot bus right here, over to the transformer. So that right there added you some inductance, and went ahead and added a bead also to add just a little bit more to it on the power wire itself, and put some heat shrink on that power wire for you too. And that's about it, man. Didn't have to do too much more to it, man. She's rocking and rolling. So let me go ahead and demonstrate that for you now. Alright, 250 watt slug still. You saw what it was doing before, barely 25 watts. Now it's doing 200. Is this thing doing 200 watts when it's count picking in? Well, it's talking about 175. Man, it's talking about 175 on this count picking in, letting the mop flop out here in the state of Georgia. Oh, gatekeeper transmitting it to this dummy load. Break. So she's doing 175, peaking up to 200 watts. RMS, I didn't even look at the RMS before. Good God, it was doing like nothing. About 60 or so. RMS, if I hit it with the hot radio, which I don't recommend. This is a low drive amplifier. It will do about 120 RMS when I put my hot radio on it, which I don't see any need to even hook that up, to be honest with you. So she's good to go, bud. Let me show you the input reflect. Oh dear. It had just a little bit more reflect than that before I retuned it. It didn't come down much at all, just probably a hair. Oh dear. Now, just for fun of it, if we go to low, it does. The low does work pretty well, as you're seeing now. It wasn't working at all before because there was no load capacitance on the output transformers, what we're guessing. Oh yeah, see, so that's about 25 watts RMS peak. Oh yeah. So the low and high is working great, man. See, that's 100 on low. 200 on high. Beautiful. This old Palomar is This old Palomar is back in effect and back on the air, bud. I love making these old amps get back on the air so people can enjoy. I mean, because people really don't. If you just sit down and think about it, man, a lot of people just look at this. So a lot of people wouldn't even work on a little small 2-pill like this. You know, they want to work on bigger fishes out there. the way I look at it is I remember where I came from. And I remember back when an amp like this was gold to me. I remember when I got my first 2-pill like this, it was the best thing in the world, man. It was something serious to me. And getting in here working on, 8 pills, 2x8s, MOSFETs, LD MOS, 50 volt bipolar, etc., etc., etc. Sometimes it's, you get in the mind state where you look at a little 2 pills like this and you're like, that's a little 2-pill turd or something like that. Man, this right here could be someone's world to somebody. That's the way I look at it. And being able to fix it and get it working right and getting it back on the air, or getting it doing what it should be doing. This thing right here could just bring hours and hours and days of enjoyment for somebody that may not be able to get out there and do other things that other people may be able to do, go to sports events or go to here or there. It might be somebody that's handicapped. It might be somebody that just loves to talk on the radio, man, and gets to get out there and talk to their wife or their husband or their kids, or just talk to their buddies around town, or get out there shoot and skip across the kite-picking ocean, whatever the case may be. This thing could now bring a lot of enjoyment to somebody's life, and that's why I love doing what I do, man. I could be doing something with computers, which is where my knowledge truly lies, making a lot more money than what I'm making now. But my heart is with this right now, and the old gatekeeper said it. You got something like this you want done, give me a shout. Like my boy Stickman used to say, and we'll help you out. Old gatekeeper said it in Georgia. We're gone. Bye-bye. She says bye too. She just over here trying to steal all my goddamn heat. 1, 2, 3, 4 heaters is how we do it out here in the Georgia area. All of them on separate circuits. Or I'd have a fire out here. I'm gone.